What's up, everybody? So today we are back. We are here with Spencer and his truck. Like you guys saw in the previous video, we did the lift kit on this, or I guess it was supposed to be a leveling kit, but it turned into a bit more of a lift kit. And I think after looking at the truck, and you've been driving it for a little while now, we need to do something with the rear. But we're gonna save that for a future video. Today we're gonna mess with the brakes. We noticed that his rotors, his pads were pretty worn out in the front, and we're also gonna mess with his lights, because if you guys remember in the previous video where we were driving around, you had mentioned that your lights were pretty dim and stuff, and you could kind of see it from the video. I didn't realize how low my camera was hanging. It was kind of showing more dash than anything, but the lights on this aren't the best, so you got some LEDs.
They got better once we lifted the front, because now it's squatting, so technically it's a little better. But yeah, we got LED lights, ordered them at Amazon. They were like 40 bucks, so we'll see how they are. I've never done anything like that or bought anything online that were headlights, so hopefully they help.
It should be a lot brighter.
Yeah.
But I think, what do you want to do first? You want to go and do the brakes first?
We'll do the brakes first.
Okay, so let's jump into that right now. First things first, wheels and tires, lift it up. Let's get it done. Now we got the wheels off, we can go ahead and assess the brakes here. You guys can see here the rotors are pretty worn down. There's quite a lip. Nothing really catching as far as like any indentations or anything, but could use some new ones. The pads, just looking through here, they don't look awful, but replacing them would probably help, because you said what, you got some vibrations and stuff when you step on the brakes.
Yeah, they're warped for sure, and it shakes when we brake pretty hard, and then they don't stick good. They're just very soft. So
yeah, so I think new pads, new rotors, and all that stuff will help. So first things up, we need to go ahead and take this caliper off. We'll take out these two bolts on the back side for these slide pins. They're 14s, and then once that's off, we can take off the caliper bracket here, which there's two more bolts on the back side, which we'll show you guys. Once that's all off, we should be able to just slide the rotor off, put the new rotors on and the new brake pads, and have this all reassembled. Okay, so the caliper is off. You guys can see the brake pads here. I think I'm gonna slide them out. This one's got pretty decent pads to the left. This one here looks pretty thin though. Yeah, there's not much left. You guys can see at the wear pad. So like on this one, this is like the wear line when it gets completely flat. It looks like that. So this one definitely needs the brakes changed. So good thing we're doing that. Next up, take off the caliper bracket. There's just two bolts back here. They might be 14s again. Let's find out. Nope, they're a little bit bigger, so we might want to bump it to a 15. Yep, it's a 15 on the back side to get this caliper bracket off. Once this is off, we can get to the rotor, and as far as the caliper itself goes, we need to hang this up so it's out of the way, whether a bungee cord or a zip tie or something. We'll probably just hang it up here on the control arm and just have that so it's not in our way. Okay, so we got the caliper bracket off. Next up is the rotor. And as you guys can see here, it's a little seized, so we'll have to take like a dead blow hammer, just kind of tap around the edges here, and then it should be able to release. It's just kind of rusted here to the hub itself. So the dead blow, pop that thing off. So now that we got that off, in order to keep that the new rotor from sticking on there, I've got a little bit of anti-seize here. I'm just gonna put it around here on the hub, that way it doesn't rust to this again. So if, whenever he does need to do brakes again, it's just easy to come off and won't rust on there. So here's the new rotor. Go ahead and put it on. Just like that. And we already cleaned it. We went through, sprayed it down with brake clean, so there's no grease or anything on it. I know I just used my hands to touch it, so we may give it one more spray before I actually finish this all off. Next up, now that this is on, we need to go ahead, take the caliper, compress the pistons that are inside here. So this is a dual caliper piston, or dual piston caliper. So we'll push these back in. I'll take like a C-clamp, press them back, and then we can put in our new brake pads. And I think it came with some new hardware as well. Some clips. So let's go ahead and do that next. Okay, so you guys can see here, we just pushed the pistons back in. All I did was take one of the old brake pads, push it up against here, take the clamp, squeeze it in with the tool, and then it pushed those pistons back. So next up, Spencer here has got the bracket. We're gonna go ahead, put the bracket back on, put the new pads in, and then all these new hardware that we have here. Okay, so just like that, we got new pads, new rotors. You guys can see here, spins freely, no awful noises by any means. And now that I've touched it with these dirty hands, I'm gonna go ahead, spray it down with some brake clean. We got our anti-seize and everything on there, so this should be good to go for, I don't know, good 30, 60,000 miles, I would think. We'll go ahead, move over, do the other side, and then our brakes will be complete. So, wheels are on, brakes are done. Spencer's over here lowering it back down, and we can go ahead and move on to the headlights. So now we just got the brakes done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the headlights, which are right here. And we're just gonna go ahead, there's two little tabs on the back here, just lift up on these two, and the headlight should pop out. But these are the bulbs that we will be using. They are LEDs that Spencer picked up.
They're 3,000 or 300% brighter, it says.
Oh yeah.
We'll test that
We'll
out.
find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, here they are. They got little cooling fans on the back sides of them. You can see the LEDs right there and there. And then it has like these little, I'm not really sure what, I can't remember what these are called, but
it says they're the driver.
The driver. They just supposedly help with like flickering with the lights. So we'll see how these work, but should just be a straight plug and play. And in case you guys are wondering who have like Ford Rangers like this, is like, this is a 2011 Ford Ranger. This is a 9007 to HB5 bulb. So in case anybody else wants to run these, that's what we end up getting. So yeah, let's go ahead.
It'll be linked in the description if you guys want to buy them.
So this is the plug here. And there's the old bulb, and we'll just replace it with the new LED. Okay, so as far as this bulb goes, we just figured out that you have to take this off like so, and then this little ring that was attached to the headlight from the factory goes on the back side like this, and then this will just slide over, lock it in place, and now we can take it, put it in there. There it goes. But now it's locked in. So that should be it. And then as far as this plug goes, it'll just plug into the factory socket. Just like that, and we should be completed. All we gotta do is just zip tie this up out of the way so it's not just dangling around.
And they provided zip ties too, so you don't have to have any.
Okay, so we just got the headlights on. Go ahead and turn the lights on, Spencer. Oh yeah. Much brighter, and they're already pretty much level for the most part. We're back about 4 or 5 feet here from the countertop, and you can see it's pretty even. This side over here might be a little bit higher, but I think we're going to mess with the alignment of the headlights once we adjust the rear end here, just because the front end, when we did the lift kit, raised it up a lot higher than what the rear end is. So once we get the I think you're wanting to do shackles at some point.
Yeah, 2-inch shackles in the back. We think it's going to be pretty much level after that, so then we can adjust these, because right now they're probably pointing a little too high up. People are probably going to flash me when I'm driving by them.
But at least you can see now.
At least I can see.
I know it's not like a good thing to say, but
yeah,
you'll be able to see a lot better. And you guys can hear like the fans and stuff. I think you guys can hear it. The fans blowing, keeping the LEDs cool. So yeah, they should be good. I don't see any like flickering or nothing. Those little boxes, that's what they're supposed to do, is keep it from flickering. Should be good.
Looks good. Thank you, Bo.
Yeah, no problem. Truck's looking better and better.
It is.
So you guys have it, we got Spencer's truck all done for today. We got the lights on, we got the brakes all done. All I have to do is just take it out for a spin real quick and make sure the brakes are bedded in.
Slam on them.
Yes, and yeah. Hopefully the headlights are good. You have to let me know how those are, because they are definitely way brighter compared to what your stock ones were.
I'll take some pictures so that you can have and stuff. So
sweet. Yeah. So yeah, I'll post it on Instagram and stuff. And yeah, I think next thing up is the rear shackles once you get those in.
It'll look good. The stance right now is, like I said, has 1,000 pounds in the bed, but it really doesn't. And
yeah, it's sagging in the back.
So when it I think when it raises up, it's gonna look good.
Oh yeah.
Better clearance for the snow and different things like that. So.
Yeah, you can at least fit your big old tires underneath there. I don't think you had any rubbing issues lately.
Nope, I cranked them all the way, and then I went out, looked, and everything. It didn't rub at all. So.
Sweet.
I don't think it will when we put the shackles on either, because it may lower the front too, because more weight will be. But.
So yeah, should be good. And then once we get all that stuff completed, we should be done with your truck. Unless you find anything else that you want to do to it, we'll see. You can always just hit me up. But yeah, I think the truck's turning out pretty good. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.